Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Bio Classes. Today we will study ecosystem. The term ecology has been derived from two Greek words, oikos means house and logos study. So ecology is the study of household of planet Earth. The household consists of non-living or abiotic matters such as soil, water, and living or biotic organisms such as microorganisms, plants, animals, including man. Ecology deals with organisms, population, communities, ecosystems and biosphere. Concept of ecosystem. A system means a group of things or parts working together. For example, nervous system. In nervous system, the brain and accessory parts and neurons all work together. Digestive system. In case of digestive system, the alimentary canal and associated glands work together. In case of solar system, we will find the sun and planets, they work together. So these are the examples of different systems where the many parts working together. The living organisms of an area and their non-living environment function together as one unit called ecosystem. A.G. Tansley in 1953 for the first time proposed the term ecosystem. It is an open system where both matter and energy are exchanged with environment. The rate of construction is equal to the rate of destruction, which maintains equilibrium in the ecosystem. E.P. Odum defines ecosystem as the fundamental unit of ecology, which includes both the organism and its non-living environment, each influencing the properties of the other, and each is necessary for the maintenance of life. Then comes the characteristics of ecosystem. So, it is normally an open system. It consists of biotic and abiotic components interacting with each other. Its functional unit is capable of energy transformation, circulation, and accumulation. Ecosystems are small and large both. It can be limited to an area, a pond, lake, desert, grassland and forest etc. are common examples of ecosystem. Structure of an ecosystem. The structure of an ecosystem can be divided into two basic components, abiotic components or non-living components and biotic components or living components. Abiotic components. The non-living environment such as air, water, soil, basic elements and compounds form the abiotic components of an ecosystem. These non-living substances enter into the body of the living organisms, take part in the metabolic activities and return back to the environment. The abiotic components of an ecosystem is divided into three parts. The climatic condition and physical factors like temperature, humidity, rain, wind, light, etc. Inorganic substances such as water, carbon, nitrogen, sulfur, phosphorus, etc. Organic substances such as proteins, carbohydrates, lipids, etc. which form the living body and link the abiotic and biotic components. Next comes the biotic components. These are the living organisms including plants, animals and microorganisms like bacteria, fungi that are present in an ecosystem form the biotic components. Biotic components can be classified into three main groups: producers, consumers and decomposers. Producers. These are the green plants, autotrophs. Autotrophic plants are main producers. They are capable of synthesizing food from non-living components. They manufacture their own food, hence known as autotrophs. Next, the consumers. These animals lack chlorophyll and unable to synthesize their own food. They depend directly or indirectly on producers for their food. Depending on their food habit, consumers may be of the following types. Number 1, primary consumers. These are herbivore animals which feed on plants or the producers. Example of herbivore animals are rabbit, deer, goat, cattle, grasshopper, etc. Next comes the secondary consumers. These animals feed on the herbivore and called primary carnivore or carnivore order 1. Example, cat, dog, snake, lizard, etc. Next, the tertiary consumers. These animals depend on secondary consumers for their food and are also called secondary carnivore or carnivore order 2. These are largest carnivore and are not eaten up by other animals. Example, tiger, lion, snake eating birds. These are the example of tertiary consumers. Next comes the decomposers. These are also heterotrophs. Bacteria and fungi belong to this category. They break down the dead organic material of producers and consumers for their food and release to the environment the simple inorganic and organic substances as byproducts of their metabolism. The decomposers are known as saprophytes. Next comes the functional components of an ecosystem. Each ecosystem has some functional components which keep them running together. The following aspects are considered as functional components of an ecosystem: food chain and food web, energy flow, material cycling, homeostasis and feedback, biodiversity and maintenance of stability, primary and secondary productivity, development and evolution of ecosystems. So this is about our ecosystem. Thank you all.